What's going on, brothers? It's L.O.M, you know the name. Got a video for you. It's entitled, While We Live, Part 21. Here goes. Shout out to Brother Accountable Commentary up there in New York, and shout out to Brother Young Grizzly down there in Georgia for covering this video. I mean, yeah, the video is comedy gold, but at the same time, it doesn't surprise me because brothers over at SYSBM, we've been calling this for years. We've been calling this for a very long time, and it's here. And the statistics reflect that. And you know what they are. 54% of black men are single and childless. That means they're bachelors. And 64% of brothers are middle class. So, down there in Houston, Texas, I believe one of the BWs put together a mixer where black men and black women can get together. And the only people who showed up to that event were black women. Now, I'm sure a lot of brothers had a good laugh at that, but one thing that I've actually been able to see from that video is that most of the BWs who showed up to that event were overweight. Go back and look at the video, brothers. Most of the BWs who showed up to that event were overweight. So, despite how much these Cleon bitches and these BWs talk shit about that image consultant kicking whites down, despite how much BS they talk about us, despite how much shit they talk about brothers who have passports, brothers who are stacking green and enjoying their life, the fact of the matter is, nobody wants them. And Brother GW3X called it years ago in this video titled, Black Women, You're Being Replaced. He called it out years ago. And here it is. Here it is. Now you got some of them trying to do the reach back, and a lot of them are finding out that there's nothing there to reach back to. You wanna know who did that? We did that. You brothers over at SYSBM, take a bow. We did that. Nothing beats peace of mind. Nothing. You see, enough brothers worth their salt, brothers of eyes ears to hear, have decided that they'll rather be by themselves, enjoying their life, than getting their throats cut constantly by trying to wife up, interact with, or even date these BWs. Their condition has gotten worse. Their behavior has gotten worse. So much so that if you get into a relationship with them and if you don't allow them to cheat behind your back, you're insecure. If you invite them into your house, if they do their dirt to you and you tell them to get out and you stop them from destroying your property, that's assault. If you are not attracted to overweight black women, then that means you're GAY. If you don't want to be a stepfather to a bunch of thug spawn, that means that you hate your mother, and it also means that you have small dick energy. The excuses, the deflections, it never ends. But I gotta say it like this, brothers. What happened down there in Houston, that right there is actually commonplace because there were events that a lot of these females covered years ago where they were complaining that when they were doing lock-ins at their place of work, when they were doing speed dating, they were turning up nothing. They weren't able to draw a dime. They weren't able to draw a dime. But they keep telling themselves that everybody's jealous of them, everybody wants to be like them. Even going so far as to say that the women of other cultures and other races mimic them and their bad behavior. But the thing is, they're not doing it. They look at the behavior of these BWs and they say, you know what? I will never faceplant like that. Not like that. To the point where 70% of us are overweight. Damn near 40% of us have STDs. No, they don't want that. And they sure as hell don't want to be shouldering 2/3 of the student loan debt and the credit card debt in this country. None of them want that. But you Cleon bitches, keep playing dumb out here. Keep doing it. Your misery was all self-inflicted. It was all self-inflicted. It all started decades ago when they chose food stamps, trinkets, and the slums over the black father. It all started with them. They did that. They did this to themselves. We fast forward to today. Nobody wants to deal with them. Nobody. And for you brothers who saw the video that I posted in the link of my previous video, one of the women who was complaining about being ghosted by a therapist, one of them was a BW. You see that? Men worth their salt, men who have eyes to see, ears to hear, are just getting tired of dealing with them. They're not worth the heartache. They're not worth the effort. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, they may have a problem with what I'm saying and how I say it, but they can't call me a liar. That's what's going on right now. I mean, it's gotten so bad that even certain single mothers are complaining that their daughters, their black daughters, don't have anyone to go to the prom with because brothers are steering free of them. But before that, they look at young men like Bronny James and they sit on him because his prom date was a woman outside of his tribe, his ethnicity. They just don't get it. They just don't get it. But for you brothers with your soul, you brothers of eyes ears to hear, you brothers who saved yourselves and going your own way, we get the message loud and clear. The Cleon bitch has lost. They're finished. Nobody wants to deal with them anymore. I mean, they're getting evicted. They're the face of eviction. And a lot of your cars are going to start getting repossessed too because this car loan apocalypse is brewing. They're at the bottom of the pyramid. As a matter of fact, they're not at the bottom of the pyramid right now. Actually, they're buried beneath the pyramid. That's where they are right now. Now, they can get themselves out of condition, but a lot of them, they're not going to do that. They would rather rot away in the trenches than admit that they were wrong. You hear what I said? They would rather rot in the trenches than admit that they were wrong. They would rather do that than tell the world and tell other brothers that they chased the men off. Well, that's their problem, not mine. Sucks to be them. Your brothers worth your salt, your brothers who I see ears to hear, your brothers over SYSBM. I do believe that you will start seeing brothers who have hopped the fence. They're going to come under siege. I believe that's going to happen because these trollops today, especially these Cleon bitches, they don't like to lose like this. I mean, they are taking L after L after L, and they can't stand it. So you're going to have to do your best to stay safe and stay vigilant during these perilous times. Keep your head on a swivel. Oh, and one last thing. The Cleon bitches and certain BWs are now mimicking the behavior of certain thoughts, gym thoughts. They're going to the gym wearing provocative clothing and doing clown shit to try to get attention. Even going so far as to falsely accuse gym trainers or people of staring at them. And what they're going to, and here's the, check this out. If you wake up one day and find out that a lot of these big box gyms are closing down, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if you wake up one day and hear about that, because a lot of men are just saving their money. They're saving their resources to just do home gyms. A lot of them are getting their exercise by taking nature walks, hiking the trails. That's how they're getting the exercise. They're not going to these gyms anymore because they're just sick of the shit. I mean, come on. The pink yoga pants, flip-flops, a gym bra, and doing standing squats for, 5 minutes? Sitting down, holding the equipment while texting. It pissed a lot of people off. But that's what these VWs are resorting to, and even then, that's not working either. That's their problem, not ours. This is L.O.M McTow. So I got, brothers. If you like the video, like, share, and commentary, feel free to subscribe. If you want to donate to my channel, you find a tip jar on the upper right-hand side of the screen. That's the G+ icon. Alright, fam. Alright, brethren. You know it's real. You know what you can go away living with SYSBM. As for these Cleon bitches, these land whales, these gym thoughts, if those are a problem, we say it, we say it, give them nothing. This has been McTow PSA. No, this has been the SYSBM PSA. Welcome, brothers. Sit tight. See you soon.